First off, you're not being fair. You're making disgruntled suggestions because you asking for all NBA caliber players for dudes that may amount to something, may not. Cam Thomas have averaging what? Well, he's doing 24 points a
22.
game right now, 22,
Yeah,
22 points a game. And I mean, well, he just now, if for about the last 15 minutes, he averaging, and you ask him for, first off, Ja Morant, a top 10 NBA
yeah,
player, De'Aaron Fox,
yeah,
maybe a top 20 NBA player. And when you say
yeah,
Colin Sexton, that might be the only one
yeah.
reasonable on that. To be real about it, you shooting too high. You just might
No,
got your teeth kicked in the other night by this guy. You should be shooting for somebody like Tyus Jones. Tyus
no,
Jones,
come on.
it don't take. Now he's a true point guard. He's not the flashy, sports center type dude, but he can run a team. Now him and Cam Thomas in the back, and you don't even got to get rid of Cam Thomas to get him. Him and Cam
No.
Thomas in that backcourt together, now they'll be good, bro.
I
They'll be
give him a
good, man.
second round pick for Tyrus Jones.
And that's fine.
We
That's what you want. Me being realistic,
yeah.
give up a
I'm just
second round draft pick and let that team grow and develop. The thing about now, everybody want to go big fish hunting, big game hunting
and
instead of
that's
letting
why
something grow.
I didn't go for the top guards. Because I could have simply said, give me Steph Curry for that. But
Now, when you
I
said
don't want to
John
be
Morant, but Robert, I
they,
mean, but when you said John Morant, though, you kind of, you know, the other guys, De'Aaron Fox, I mean, I give the guy a little bit of love because since Sacramento doing anything over there, Colin Sexton, I give you him because I mean, hey, ain't nobody. I mean, he over in Utah, Cleveland gave him away, whatever, whatever. Even though he was part of Donovan Mitchell trade, but when you said Ja, I'm like,
that's
come
fair.
on, bro.
Because
No,
look
no,
what you're
no, no,
getting. You're getting a
no,
22-year
bro.
old.
No, 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 no,
Listen,
no,
wait a
no.
minute, wait a
But
minute,
this
wait
is,
a minute,
but
wait a minute.
the trade you talking about though, this is what make me mad with NBA GMs. This is what pisses me off with these other sports networks because these dudes are better than what you are suggesting. But because this is the way the league is now, if I want to star for a star, but now because players run the
Don't happen no
league,
more.
it don't
Don't happen no
happen.
more.
But if I'm a GM, I'm not doing what you suggest, but somebody will do what you suggest in
Yeah,
the NBA. Now
I'm
you
giving
giving me
you
something for a disgruntled player. That's what you give
no,
me.
I'm giving you a future star for a kid that don't know how to stay out of trouble. So basically, what I'm doing is I'll be doing you a favor. If I was a Brooklyn GM and you was the GM of Memphis and I'm the GM of Brooklyn, I'm
I'm
gonna do
not
you a
doing that.
favor. I'm
I'm not
calling you.
doing that.
Listen, Skip, I like you. I'm gonna do you a favor. I'm gonna get you a 24-point scorer who's only
I'm gonna hang the
24 years
phone up
old.
on you. Man, I'm gonna hang the phone up
Listen,
and say I don't want to. I'm gonna hang the phone up with you and
listen,
say I don't want to play golf no more, man. I mean,
listen,
if I'm that GM,
listen. This kid is only getting 2 million a year. I'm giving you Keon Clark, one of the highest jumpers in the NBA.
who cares?
This is one of the highest jumps. This kid
Who
jumps one
cares?
of the highest over. I'm
I'm
giving you
giving up.
Spencer Dinwiddie on an expiring contract. Expiring contract. I'm giving you Spencer Dinwiddie. He's on an expiring contract. And I might even throw in Royce O'Neal, who has a reputation of being one of the best teammates in NBA history. So this is
Man,
what I'm giving you. What I'm giving you for a trouble child. This is what I'm doing. I'm giving you this
I'm not. I'm not
for
doing that.
somebody who
I'm
just
not
came
doing
off
that.
24 games of suspension. This is what I'm doing.
And
So
and
if
I'm
I
not doing
call
that.
that, you'll say thank you because you're doing
No,
me
I'm
a
not.
favor.
No, I'm not.
They
No, I'm not
say,
because now that he done came off his 25 game suspension, he came back and a team with 200 or two other $200 million players only could win 5 games. Now since he been back, they ain't lose a game yet. So I'm not doing
only
that.
four.
I sit
Only
there
won 4 games. They only won four
for
games.
they
Let's
won
not act like
four
they're on
games.
a 20-game winning streak. They,
But I mean,
they, they,
the point is, I'm not. You see the difference with him on that team. I am not doing that. Now, I'm not saying. Now, to be honest, you probably could go work for the Brooklyn Nets or any franchise in the NBA because that's the type job. Those are the type trades that are being made. And if I'm the GM on the other end of that phone, I'm not. If I'm the owner of the team that takes that trade from you, I'm firing the GM. I'm firing the president, and you ought to get executive of the year if you pull that trade off.
no, because this is the thing. Don't get too excited about them 4 wins. The NBA set that up for them to have those 4 wins.
Oh,
Because, yeah, the NBA set that up because that's a feel-good story. So this man came back from 25 games. If they would have came back and lost those 4 games that he played, he'd have been through. The NBA say, we ain't going to make no money off them. So what did they do? They go to the refs. They tell the refs, yo, Ja got to win these games. They got to win this game. So now, what did
so
that
let me
do?
ask you a question. Hold on, because it is on record and it's being recorded. So I'm listening to you to make sure I'm hearing you correctly.
Yeah.
The NBA went to the ref. First off, you said it's a feel-good story, a made-for-TV movie.
It is. It is.
And you're saying the NBA said that we need Ja to win to the referees.
Yeah. To the ref.
And the NBA wanted him to win to generate money.
Yeah.
And you're going on record saying this.
Yeah. That's how it works, man. I don't know if I'm supposed to be telling you this in public and out in the open, but it had to work because
so I just wanted to make sure. Well, I'm gonna let you finish this. But
yeah, anything else don't make sense. He come back, Memphis keep losing. Now all of a sudden, Devin Books win. They don't want him to win. So they saying, listen, he can't win. Ja, you got to win. You go out there, you play. We're going to give you the calls, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And that's just what it is. Because you got to set it up for somebody to be the face of the league. I had a conversation earlier today with Sean Thomas and Tori just earlier today. We talk about the face of the league. And what I told them is when you become the face of the league, the phone call goes in. Hey, give Skip them calls. Because we want certain people to be the face good. Everybody talk about it. The NBA needs stories. The difference between the NBA, basketball, and baseball and football, the difference is the NBA creates storylines that catch your attention. Now, even if you're not a basketball fan, let's say you're not a basketball fan, right? Say you're a football fan. Say you're a golf fan. If you hear, yo, a kid got suspended for 25 games, his team was crap. He come back, amazing play. He plays amazing, and they on a winning streak there. Isn't that going to pique your interest and want to watch the game?
You know? I'm gonna tell you something. I agree that happens. Do I agree that happened in this situation?
Tell you.
I don't know about that one. But in 2016, I recall a team being up 3-1. And I remember a BS call against Draymond Green that was initiated by your man, LeBron James. And the man got suspended and swung the whole momentum of the series. Now Cleveland, a team that had never won anything since 1954 and never won a basketball championship, the homegrown kid from Akron, Ohio, gets to be this savior after he done went to Miami. And he done burnt his jerseys and said that he tarnished his legacy. Now, he up there with the president now for winning the NBA championship in 2016.
As he should.
So, but if I'm listening to you, it wasn't all the way about his athletic ability or he beat Golden State. It was the fact that, you know what, the NBA needed to drive that storyline because it sold more tickets and got more views.
No,
now Independent Rob went on record saying this.
No, not in that case.
So it's a case by case basis. So you telling me
exactly?
You telling me you gonna give a man a whole 4 games? How much money you gonna make for 4 games compared to a championship? Come on, man.
No,
that's why. That's what I'm saying, man. People. That's what I'm saying, America. That's why I did that to make sure that he repeated what he said. I did that purposely because ain't nothing nobody can tell me. And we said this is not gonna be about LeBron. But the fact that he played that out, and I agree with him that the NBA does that. But this kid from Dalzell, South Carolina, who went to Murray State, who got drafted number 2 in the NBA draft, named Ja Morant, the boy is the truth. And he coming back doing his thing. Memphis got the defensive player of the year, who they gave $200 million to. Desmond Bain, who they gave $200 million to. And they got Marcus Smart, they brought him in there. And they
Derrick
Rose. And he only could win 5 games. And why not? And you were thinking if you got $400 million tied up in 2 players, and I don't get caught up because of the money. But this is why I
Exactly.
get so caught up with the. This is why I get so upset with these contracts, because I feel like if an organization is gonna give you this so much money, you ought to be able to win more than damn 4 games out of 30 something.
I
And you
mean,
got two of those
listen.
players.
I mean, listen. That's the way it was set up.
It might
It
be
was
set
set
up
up
that
like
way.
that. It was
But
set up
when
like that.
but when Ja Morant comes back, that the NBA
Mm-hmm.
ripped him off because they didn't want
Mm-hmm.
to pay him and didn't make an all NBA team last year. Then we start this season off and say that man was number 30. Well, he was number 30 something
Yeah.
as one of
He
the. I mean, come on, man.
he
Come
was
on.
like 32, 33, right before Kyrie.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So you got this man all the way down this list, and he's proving to you that he's a top 10 player. He's
Mm-hmm.
proving to you, and this conversation started about trade rumors. He the hottest thing in the NBA right now. And
Mm-hmm.
like you said about Detroit, we started off this show tonight about Detroit losing 28 games. Ja
Mm-hmm.
Morant ain't a man that gonna lose 28 games. He's not.
Especially with the help of the NBA. Yes.
Oh, that's that. That man, the help of the NBA. If the NBA was trying to help him, he wouldn't have got suspended.